Thank you. You're very kind.
You're very good.
You're very beautiful. I first played this song in Carlisle in England, which is kind of near the Scottish border. That's not really important now. But when I played the song for the first time, I told this story about. I'll tell you why I told the story. I wrote the song and I was convinced that I'd stolen it, because I wrote the song in about 2 days, and usually songs take me months and months to write, but this one came together really quickly. So I became paranoid that I'd just stolen it off someone, that I'd heard it and just accidentally, rather than writing it, that I just remembered it and then wrote it down. And so the first time I played it, I told this story, and it was that I was in Birmingham, Alabama, and I was sitting on my guitar case outside a venue waiting for the show to start. And this hobo came up to me and noticed that I was sitting on a guitar case. I won't do the accent, but let's do the accent. Are you a musician, boy? Okay, I won't do the accent. To which I said, yes, I'm a musician, hence the guitar. And he said, I'm a musician too. He said, not in that accent. And he gave me a CD, and it had nothing written on it. It was just a blank CD, and he was like, please, listen to this, and I hope you enjoy it. And there was no contact details, no nothing. So I liked that instantly, because clearly he wasn't trying to promote himself. He just thought I might enjoy what he had to offer. And so when I put it on, it had this song in it, and I loved it so much, and I had no way of knowing where it had come from or who wrote it, but I learned it, and here it is. And so that was how I introduced it. And so I also said to the audience, and if you recognise this song, please can you tell me what it is? And nobody came and told me, and so I did a few more shows on that tour, and I gave it the same introduction each time, and nobody ever came and said, oh, that's it's Towns Van Zandt or something like that. And so in the end, I kind of realised that clearly I had written it. It was my song, and I was going to keep hold of it. But the story that I told about the hobo in Alabama was entirely true, apart from the fact that the CD that he gave me was full of some of the most disturbing sounds you've ever heard. It started with an 8.5-minute doo-wop improvisation. And I knew this because as soon as you press play on the CD, there was the sound of people having a conversation, and some guy says, let's do an 8.5-minute doo-wop improvisation. And that's what happened, and you can time it, and on the absolute button of 8.5 minutes, it just stops. And it was kind of compelling, and I listened to it all the way from Birmingham back to New York, and I didn't listen to anything else. And it did sort of tug at my mental health a little bit, but it was nonetheless very entertaining. But to my great detriment, when I gave the rental car back, I left the CD player in the machine. So I hope that somebody else is enjoying it as much as I am. Anyway, that's a very long introduction for what is probably a shorter song.